YouTube isn't just a platform, it's the most powerful wealth engine of our time. And the crazy part is this: you do not need millions of views or million subscribers to make $1 million from YouTube. Think about that. While most people are chasing algorithms or trying to go viral, the smartest creators are quietly building massive businesses behind the scenes. Look at Mr. Beast, for example. Sure, he's a YouTube superstar, but his real genius isn't just his views, it's the brands that he has built from YouTube, like Feastables and Mr. Beast Burger. Also Logan Paul and KSI did the same with Prime, turning their audience into one of the fastest growing energy drinks in the world. And Sam Ovens, he took YouTube and turned it into a $30 million per year business by focusing on courses and community. And here's why I'm telling you all of this. I started with no fancy equipment at all, no prior experience, and no big following. And in just 12 months, my YouTube channel and online course generated $1.3 million with a new business. That is the power of YouTube when you know how to use it and you use it in the right way. And if I can do it, then so can you. And in this video, I'm going to show you how YouTube can be your fastest path to $1 million, even if you're just starting from scratch. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you will have a roadmap that's proven to work, no matter where you're starting. So let me start by introducing the concept that changed everything for me: the attention economy. Because every successful entrepreneur today, whether it's Elon Musk, Kim Kardashian, or Mr. Beast, they leverage attention as the ultimate currency. Because the more attention you have, the more opportunities you will unlock. It's why Elon Musk tweets move markets. It's why Kim Kardashian's products sell out in minutes. And it's why Mr. Beast can launch a chocolate brand and instantly dominate the shelves. Now here's what makes YouTube so powerful though, because it's not just a platform, it's the #1 video search engine in the world. Billions of people go to YouTube every single day to search for answers, solutions, and entertainment. And unlike social media, where content disappears quickly, YouTube videos, they work like assets. They get discovered weeks, months, and even years after they've been posted. And take Graham Stephan, for example. He started creating videos about personal finance, and over time, his channel became a trusted resource. Now he makes millions, not just from YouTube ads, but from courses, affiliate deals, and other revenue streams as well. And then there's my story. I didn't just use YouTube to get views, I used it to build a loyal audience. Basically, people who didn't just watch my content, but trusted me enough to actually invest in what I was offering. And that trust is what turned views into customers and allowed me to scale a new business from 0 to $1.3 million in 12 months. So here's the formula that made all of this possible: influence, trust, income. So let me break it down. Phase 1 is that you want to build influence the right way. Because most people think that influence is about being famous or having millions of followers. It's not. Influence is simply the ability to consistently capture attention in a specific niche. It's about becoming the go-to person for a particular topic. Take Ali Abdaal, for example. He didn't just try to be everything to everyone. He focused on productivity and study techniques, and by consistently creating valuable content in that niche, he turned his YouTube channel into a multi-million-dollar business. Or look at Alex Ramosi. His content isn't for everyone, it's for entrepreneurs. He shares straightforward, no fluff advice that resonates deeply with his audience, making him a trusted authority in the business world. So this is why niching down is so powerful. Because when you focus on a specific topic, like teaching people how to start YouTube channels or monetize their skills, you don't just attract random viewers, you attract people who are actively looking for what you have to offer. And when you consistently deliver value to that audience, you start building real influence. Phase number 2 is to build connection and not just trust. Attention gets people into the door, but connection is what keeps them coming back. Because people don't just buy from someone they trust, they buy from someone that they feel connected to. Look at the wizard Liz, for example. Her content is raw and unfiltered. She doesn't rely on fancy editing or a perfect setup, but her audience feels deeply connected to her because of her authenticity. She shares her thoughts and experiences in a way that feels real, and that connection is what makes her content so impactful. And for me, connection has been a game changer. And I've openly shared my story, the wins, the losses and the thousands, tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars that I wasted on ads that didn't work and the struggles of building my first online business and my first online course. And by being transparent about my journey, I've shown my audience that I'm just like them. I've been where they are, and when people see that, they feel a deeper connection to me. They know that I'm not just someone just selling a course, I'm someone who's walked the same path and learned from the same struggles as they're going through right now. Phase number 3 is to leverage the influence that you've built into a business. Because once you have that influence and you've created a connection, the next step is to leverage it and create a real business from it. And this is where most people miss the mark. They either don't monetize at all, or they focus on low margin models like ad revenue or like brand deals. But the smartest creators like Logan Paul and KSI, they go beyond these basics. And they've turned their influence into a multi-million-dollar brand with Prime. Because people don't just buy Prime because it's an energy drink, they buy it because it's their energy drink. It's tied to the personalities and the connection they've built with Logan and KSI. And for me, leveraging influence came through online courses. I used my YouTube channel to build trust and connection, and then introduced a high margin, scalable product. And online courses are so powerful because they don't just trade time for money. Because once you've created the course once, it can generate income over and over again without requiring an extra effort. And using platforms like School to build my course, I was able to combine a course delivery with community building and a subscription-based revenue business model. And the beauty of this is that the same formula works no matter where you're starting from. Because when you combine influence, connection, and a high-margin product, you create a business that doesn't just work, it also scales. And that's the ultimate goal. You're not just building a YouTube channel, you're building a machine that works for you even when you sleep. But here's the part that really takes this to the next level. Creating content that works for you forever. And this brings us to the invisible advantage of evergreen content. Because every video that you post on YouTube, it isn't just a piece of content, it's a digital asset. And unlike TikTok videos or Instagram posts that disappear from relevance in a couple of days or even hours, YouTube videos, on the other hand, they continue to drive views, attention, and trust long after they've been published. And this is what makes YouTube unique. Your videos don't just vanish, they keep showing up in the search results, recommended feeds, and your audience's watch lists for weeks, months, and even years. And look at Alex Hormozi, for example. His YouTube strategy isn't about chasing trends or creating flashy viral content. Instead, he focuses on timeless business advice, videos that solve problems and share insights that will be just as relevant in 5 years from now as they are today. And because of that, his content consistently attracts new viewers who become leads and customers of his events and products and invest into his business as well. And this is the exact same strategy that I use. When I create videos, I think about the long term. I don't try to jump on every trending topic. Instead, I focus on solving specific problems, questions people are already searching for. For example, how to start a YouTube channel, how to create an online course, or how to monetize your expertise. These videos act like employees that never sleep, working around the clock to bring in new viewers and build trust with new people. And the beauty of evergreen content is that it's compounding. Each video adds to your library of assets, increasing your reach and impact over time. And once your videos start to gain traction, they work together to create exponential growth. And that is why, if you want to succeed on YouTube, focusing on evergreen content isn't just an option, it's essential. Now, once you've mastered influence and connection, it's time to scale things even further. And this is where the wealth multiplier comes in, basically creating a product ecosystem. And the product ecosystem is like having multiple streams of income that all feed into each other. It's not just about one product or revenue stream, it's about creating a system where your audience can engage with you in multiple different ways. And again, let's take MrBeast as an example. His YouTube ad revenue is just the tip of the iceberg. His real wealth comes from the ecosystem he's built around his brand. Feastables, MrBeast Burgers, all his merch, they all work together to amplify his income. And because of the trust and the connection that he's built with his audience, they're not just buying products, they're buying into his vision. And this is also the exact strategy that I use to grow my business. It starts with my free course, which is called Course Free, and the goal is simple: deliver massive value upfront for free and over-deliver on what people expect, and again, do it 100% for free. Because when somebody takes my free course and sees the quality of the content, they immediately, hopefully, trust that my paid efforts or my paid offers will deliver even more. From there, I introduce my paid course and community, which are also hosted on School, because School is perfect and it allows me to combine everything into one ecosystem. Because people normally join for the course and the information, but they stay for the community and the ongoing value and the sense of connection that they get from the community. And because it's a subscription-based platform, it also creates predictable, recurring revenue. And this ecosystem isn't just profitable, it's scalable. Once it's all set up, it runs with minimal effort, allowing me to focus on creating more value and building deeper connections with my audience. That's the power of a product ecosystem. It multiplies your income while creating long-term impact. But all of this only works if you take action. And that's why I need to talk about the real risks of inaction. Because most people think the biggest risk in starting a YouTube channel or an online business is failing. But the truth is this: the real risk is never starting at all. Because every successful creator you've ever seen, they started small. Graham Stephan, for example, filmed his first YouTube videos on his iPhone. The Wizard Liz recorded in her kitchen and still do, with no professional lighting or equipment at all. They didn't wait for everything to be perfect. They started with what they had and improved along the way. When I started, I didn't have a big audience or a fancy setup. My first videos weren't perfect at all, and honestly, they didn't even get a lot of views. But every single one of them was a step forward. I learned what worked, I learned what didn't, and how to get better. So the lesson is very simple. You can't improve what doesn't exist. Waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect idea, or the perfect setup is just another form of procrastination. The sooner you can start, the sooner you can learn, grow, and build something that truly matters. So if you're on the fence still, let me be very clear. The biggest risk isn't failure, it's staying where you are. Because every day you wait is another day you're not building the future that you want. Simply start small, start messy, but just start. And when you combine influence, connection, and a product ecosystem, YouTube becomes more than just a platform. It becomes a wealth engine, one that scales with you as you grow. So simply take the first step. Create your first video, solve one problem, build one connection, and before you know it, you will be well on your way to create that business that you've been dreaming of. So here is your path to $1 million on YouTube, laid out step by step. It's simple, proven, and if you follow it, it's entirely achievable as well. The first step is to pick a micro niche that pays, because niches like personal finance, AI tools, or online education are exploding right now. Why? Because people are actively searching for solutions in these areas, and more importantly, they're willing to pay for them. The key is to identify a niche where there's demand, spending power, and a gap that you can fill. For example, personal finance isn't just about teaching people how to save money, it's about helping them achieve financial freedom. AI tools aren't just about software, they're about transforming workflows and scaling businesses. And online education isn't just about learning, it's about creating opportunities for people. And all of these niches have depth, demand, and the potential to generate a serious revenue for yourself or your business. And once you've chosen your niche, the second step is to launch your YouTube channel with a focus on building what I call an asset library. Because every single video that you create is more than just content, it's an asset. And these assets, they work for you long after they're published, driving views, building trust, and attracting customers. So the formula is very straightforward. Start with a specific problem your audience is facing, share actionable insights to solve that problem, and end with a clear call to action. Think of videos like how to start investing with $100 or top 5 AI tools for small businesses. These aren't just videos, they are solutions. And they answer questions that people are actively searching for, which means they will keep bringing in views and building your authority over time. And this brings us to step number 3, building a scalable digital product. And when it comes to scalability, nothing beats online courses. They're high margin, infinitely scalable, and once created, they can generate income for years with minimal effort. And the best part, you don't need to charge thousands of dollars upfront. You can start with a low monthly or yearly subscription fee. And this creates predictable, recurring revenue while keeping your product accessible to a wide audience. And platforms like School make this process seamless. You can host your course, build a community, and offer ongoing value all in one place. But none of this works without the fourth step, which is basically focusing on free value first. And this is where most people get it wrong. They try to sell before they've built trust. And the secret is to flip the script. Because when your free content is better than what most people are charging for, you create unstoppable trust. And people start to see you as the go-to expert in your niche, someone who genuinely cares about their success. And that's exactly what I've done with my free course, the Course Free. It's packed with actionable insights on starting a YouTube channel, building trust, and creating online courses. And by giving away massive value up front for free, I've not only built trust, but also generated an audience that's eager to invest in my paid offers as well. And here's the best part. $1 million, it's just the beginning. YouTube isn't a destination, it's a launch pad. Once you hit that 1 million, scaling beyond that is simply a matter of refining your systems and reinvesting into your audience. Again, look at creators like Mr. Beast, for example, that we already talked a lot about. He doesn't just stop at ad revenue. He reinvests millions of dollars into his content, constantly leveling up and expanding his businesses. And even for me, creating that first million with that first paid online course, it was just a start. By improving my content, expanding my offers, and listening to my audience, I've been able to scale even further. But again, none of this will happen if you don't start. The biggest risk isn't failure, it's inaction. So here's my challenge to you. Start now, pick your niche, plan your first video, take the first step, even if it feels messy or imperfect. And if you're unsure where to start, my free course masterclass is here to guide you. It's the exact framework that I use to build a $1.3 million business, and it's completely free. The only thing stopping you from making $1 million on YouTube isn't your lack of experience or resources. It's simply not taking action. So start today, because the sooner you begin, the sooner you'll build the life that you've always wanted. So go all in, let's make it happen. Let's go.